everyone. Good evening, Anthony.
Good. Hey, Dave. How are you, mate?
Good, man. Good. It's a special edition.
It is a
Special edition.
Who we got tonight? Big star
Semi-finals.
tonight. So
He'll be here. We're gonna, as soon as he comes on, we're just gonna bring him straight onto the stage. We won't say yet. We'll just let people see for themselves.
But
when he rocks up,
we will have done a promo that shows who it is.
Of course. So we are uncharacteristically we are not live streaming. So you'll have to post your comments down below. Comment down below, and I'm sure our guest will get back to you.
Yes. Comment on YouTube. We'll make sure he
Yeah.
gets.
Yeah.
We'll make sure he gets the comments.
So we're pre-recording, not live streaming. So, but I think you can still. We may. I think if we do it like last time, you should still be able to have a chat.
Yeah, I think we can join and have a chat, and then it'll be. So I think we can do that. So
yeah,
we'll have to see.
The way we published it last time, there was still a chat possible, and people can still engage and respond.
Yes.
And if our guest is watching, he'll be able to respond too, which I'm sure he will.
He will be able to. So
yeah. And also, if you see that bloody subscribe button down the bottom and the little thumbs up, give it a sub. Okay, he has just arrived.
He has
Should we bring him on? Let's bring him on.
At the stage. Bayley,
good evening. Hey. It's Mr. Bayley Martin. Hello, mate.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on board.
Big congratulations. We're so happy for you to make the games, man. So awesome. We're in the front row yelling and screaming. So it was good to see you punch your ticket and
amongst 5,000 other people.
And send Justin home without a ticket. So very cool.
Yeah, thanks for your time. I know you must be pretty busy. It looks like you're still unpacking in the new house.
Yeah, unpacking a bit. Yeah.
The new digs.
Yep.
And you must have just got home from Bali.
Yeah, we've been home for almost a week now, I think. Yeah.
Righto. Good break, good holiday.
Yeah, it was good just to like chill and not think about CrossFit for a bit, and then I kind of wanted to come, like, you know, the feeling when you go on holiday that little bit too long and you're like, all right, I want to get back into routine and get back into things.
Start feeling guilty, like I shouldn't be having so much enjoyment.
It was good to have that feeling. So I wasn't like, oh, I've got to get back into training. It was like,
yes.
You were itching to get back and get a podium in the games, hey?
Yeah.
I have to say to you, like, you were way too nice on that Boys Interrupted. I was listening to you, and you were saying, "Oh, I'd hope to get in the top 10." I'm like, you only just got beaten by like the two in Australia. Like, you aren't that far away. There's nothing to say you can't be on the podium. So I'm like, aim higher, damn it, because Justin gets beaten. Justin beats like Pepper and those guys in those workouts. So
yeah.
Mate, you're doing better than Justin.
Yeah. Well, how does it feel, mate? How does it feel to be Australia's favourite adopted Kiwi?
I don't know. I always get told that I'm an Australian, so it's very normal for people to think that I'm Australian now, I think.
Well, you may be slowly losing your accent, hanging around all the guys, you know. But you must feel that way. You've had a lot of you were like the talk of the town in the CrossFit spaces. You went on the Savan podcast. We're big CrossFit content consumers, so we watch it all. And it's great to have our own show. And then you went on the Boys Interrupted. You replaced Justin when they
at the start
intro the show. The new member of Boys Interrupted.
Yeah.
Justin's daddy.
Yeah. Well, I said to them, they asked me because I went on their show when Justin was at Torian at the gym, and he brought it over, and they were like, "Oh, is Justin gonna make the games?" And I was like, "No." And then I said, "I'll be the new host after he doesn't make it," and then that's what happened.
That's so bad. And then he came on after a little while, didn't he? I think he
Yeah.
popped on, and
Yeah.
then he's done a couple of like YouTube videos since then, just sort of trying to reconcile how it all panned out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it must be pretty tough, like especially since the online workouts have been announced,
Yeah.
calling it.
I reckon he'll be fine on the online stuff. I think it would just be that thought on your mind, like, I've only got one more shot, so I can't mess it up, sort of thing. Maybe that's probably playing on his mind, but he always qualifies online high, so I don't think he'll have a problem.
Yeah. Well, we've got heaps of questions, of course, and
Yep.
and there may be things that you want to sort of let your fans and the CrossFit community know. But had you heard of our show? Have you heard of this Aussie podcast that we do? Since we've been doing it for about nearly 1.5 years, Anthony.
Yeah. We're still growing. We're still trying to get some more subscribers and all that sort of thing. So, but we'll get there. It's a labor of love.
Keep grinding.
We do it because we're passionate about it, and it all adds to the CrossFit content, right? That's how we professionalize the sport, is getting more people to see this sort of stuff on YouTube or Instagram, and actually get to see the human side of the athletes. Like we only see you on the stage, on the competition floor. But when we get to talk to you like this and just see, Bailey's got the same problems and issues and moving house and pets and dogs and issues that we have, it just humanizes you. And it actually, I think, as a fan, like when we were at the Torian, we were able to cheer for people who've been on the show, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable to sort of see that side of people on the floor.
Because people see you on the floor and they think like, oh man, he's like untouchable and he must do all this and do that or whatever they think, and then really we're just normal dudes, just really good in the gym, pretty much. Like that's pretty much how you sum it up, is we're just normal people, but just really good at one thing. And I'm really good at CrossFit. So,
But how has that come about then, Bailey? Like, have you been doing it for a long time, in New Zealand before you came to Australia, or did you take it up in Australia?
I've been doing it since I was 13. So 12, I think this year is 12 years. I started in like February 2014. So I kind of like caught the last bits of Froning.
Yes.
When he won his last game, so I was a big fan of him growing up.
Yep. Day in the life of Rich Froning and stuff like that. That were
I used to watch so much YouTube of just CrossFit and all the athletes. I definitely watch less now, because back in the day it was, I don't know, there wasn't as much. So when something came out, it was really cool.
Yeah,
but
him and Dan Bailey. Do you remember the ones where he was like, it was Dan Bailey was living with him, I think, and they'd like just train together every day.
Yeah, it was hectic.
At his place. It was crazy, but it was so bloody inspiring watching those YouTube videos. You just wanted to go and train.
It was like, it was more so their lifestyle that you're just like, far out. These guys just train all day. That's about it.
So is that what you did? Have you been lucky enough to be able to do that? Like where you just basically a professional athlete, training every day, multiple pieces, multiple hours.
I would say for the last three years, since when I qualified for my first individual games in 23, that pretty much opened the door for me. I kind of took a big risk coming over to Australia. Me and Mans, we were staying at a gym. We didn't have any jobs lined up really. So it was kind of just like, let's just see if we can make this thing happen. And then she qualified in the team, and then I qualified as an indie. So we kind of had a few doors open up for us, and then ever since then it's been pretty good. Like I still have my little side things that I do, like photography and all that sort of stuff. But I haven't really needed to do too much of it. Definitely had to do more last year, or like the leading up to like this year a bit. But yeah,
is that like a commercial thing? Your photography? Do you do that?
No, just like sporting events and weddings and just
Oh,
random
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
So that's a side hustle, is it? You're just sort of pretty skillful photographer.
Yeah, it is photography and videography. Just like camera pretty much.
Yeah. Well, because there's not many people that have a YouTube channel that's so detailed like yours. You know, your vlogs. It seems to be quite professional. You've got your intro music. You've got your intro no copyright music on there. That's pretty cool. Very, very boppy. You can sort of bop around to it.
Yeah. I've been doing YouTube for a while, and I just stopped when I kind of got serious into CrossFit, like really serious, like taking training very seriously. Because I used to vlog training days, but I would always make my training days cool for the video, so I wasn't just filming what I was doing for the day. It was like, right, what can I max out today and stuff, and just to make it a cool video. But then now I've started to just vlog what I'm doing that day, pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
you leave that to Riley now to do all the crazy stuff with all the casino things.
He does all that stuff for me. Yeah.
I haven't seen you go to the casino with him yet, Bayley.
I think I've been only once with him. Oh no, I've been once or twice. I've been once on camera and then once off camera. We went after Torian, just for a little funsies.
Yeah.
But, I won't let you bring a camera to the casino.
No, definitely not.
So, why did you come out? Why did you leave New Zealand to come to Brisbane?
Well, I felt like I just wasn't growing, or I don't know, getting further in the sport. There's a kind of like, I feel like New Zealand, you get to a certain point and you just can't go any further. So I was like, I need to go to Australia because all the Australians are smoking us in the sport. So it must be pretty good over there. And then Marn's got asked to be on the team, and that kind of made us go, right, let's just do it. So it wasn't like a super hard decision, or we were kind of thinking about it. And then she went on, got asked to go on the team and said yes. And then we were like, right, let's make this happen. And then that's how we moved over. Pretty much.
And did your coach change, or who took over your programming and sort of training schedule?
I've always had the same coach. I've had the same coach since 2022. No, 23. End of 22. Kiefer. He was on. Well, I did start on Underdogs. He was my coach on Underdogs, and he used to just program the compete track there, and I was just doing that. So I was pretty much doing what he was putting out. And then he moved to Proven 2024 mid-year, but I've still been with Kiefer now, but now he's on Proven. So I'm on with the Proven crew now, which is awesome because there's a bunch of us on there. But I've had the same coach for like three years, which has been good. And I've never really had a problem with him or anything. I've always had problems with like training and being like, oh, do I want to still do this sort of thing? But he's been really good. Yeah.
Do you think that's pretty important, like to stay with one coach, give it a really solid 1 to 2 years? I know some athletes seem to, they don't get the results they want, so they sort of get a new coach. I think Danielle Brandon seems to be having a new coach every 3 months. Is that, like you need to sort of need to both get to know each other, don't you? Almost to start to gains.
Yeah, I feel like you can. Like it depends on how good your coach is. Like Kiefer's really good, so I kind of got lucky with him. Like he reached out to me because they had like a new track that they were doing called like the Elite Plus. So it was like a normal compete track, except they would call you I think it was every week, and just see how training was going. So I kind of got lucky with that. And then we just clicked, and then I qualified for the games, and then he just became my like proper coach where he'll just program just for me.
Yes.
And yeah, but like some people jump around for different, like to get different results, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But you do definitely have to start again with a coach. Like they have to learn like your weaknesses, your strengths. Like you can put it all on paper, but they have to understand like how does this person work in their like training days and weeks and stuff, and where can I help them and how can I help them, sort of thing.
How does that go when they're not in the room with you? Like a lot of people have coaches who are overseas and like they're not in the gym with you.
Yeah, like that's like Kiefer with me. I just he just programs online, and I just call him every now and then. But I don't mind that. I don't mind just doing my own thing in the gym and just having something on my phone, and I just follow that. Because then, like, if he puts it in the program, I can't really question him, sort of thing. It's kind of like just do it. And if I don't feel good or something, then that's a decision that I have to make in the gym. So it makes me like think for myself. And I don't have to rely on my coach always thinking for me, but he always knows what I need. Some days I'll question his stuff, but later on I'll say, I understand why you did that, sort of thing, even though I didn't want to do it that day. But it's always like, you just have to trust the process, and it always plays out well if you just listen to your body and listen to your coach as well.
Yeah. Cool. And how many hours a day? How many hours of, or how many pieces does he get to do? Like at a time leading up to Torian, when you're still peak, it's almost like you did have to peak really for the Torian.
Yeah, I definitely had to peak in some way for Torian. But hours in the gym, I would say it'd probably be like 4 hours. 4 hours like total. 4 to like 6. It would never be over 6 for me.
That's
See, if I did 2 sessions, it could be like a 4-hour session, then maybe like a 2-hour session in the afternoon, but it's never more than 6 hours in the gym. Yeah.
And did you do something different leading up to the Torian? Like, did you go, right, I want to get back to the games, I'm healthy? Was there, do you attribute the success at Torian to anything sort of either physical or mental or something different in your
I would say mental. I started working with like a, what would you call them? What would you call a coach that works
life coach,
like
something like that?
Yeah, you could say like that. Yeah. Dan, he's from New Zealand. His company's, I think, Evolution Performance, and he just helped with basically my mindset and just all that sort of stuff, and just a lot of I had to do a lot of breathing work with him, and just basically learning how to stay in my own lane and focus on myself and just control my emotions in important situations and in training as well. So that was a big thing. I was like in my head a lot, going into Torian, like just trying to stay calm and just focus on myself. That was probably the biggest one, is just not worry about anyone. Because I said in one of my recent YouTube videos, like when Justin got announced for Torian, I didn't really think about it too much. It was kind of like, all right, like this is what's happening, and it's not going to change what I'm going to do at Torian. It's just another obstacle that I have to like overcome, sort of thing, because you can't expect yourself to do something completely different just because something doesn't go your way or something gets put in front of you. Like you're still going to do the same sort of thing you've been doing in training, maybe a little bit more in competition, but say your max set of muscle ups is 20 and you're not just going to whip out 30 on the day just because, like, that doesn't happen. So you know what you can do, and you just have to just play to your strengths and stuff in competition.
And is that something, Bayley, that you haven't done in the past? Like in terms of like you feel like it's stronger, I guess, now in staying in your own lane? Because you did look very you looked like you were completely focused on what you needed to do. Like you'd see somebody go ahead of you, but you didn't seem to panic at all. So is that something that you feel like you've now got under your belt?
Definitely a lot more. I would say I was pretty good in competition, but obviously I'm a lot better now. It was more so in training. I would always think about what the top guys were doing. I would always think like, oh, what is this person holding for this workout, or who would be winning this workout, and what pace would I have to hold to try and win this workout. And I would always kind of compare myself to other people, and that's where I kind of would throw myself off in training and in the off season, because I'd be thinking about other things and other people, where after working with Dan, I was kind of just focused on what I could control and all the things that I could control to make me better. So I would say,
because you did mention, I heard on one of your vlogs, like you were saying, like the power of visualization. Is that something that Dan has worked on you? Because you were just, I listened to it, and you just were so committed to, this is going to happen, and I know it's going to happen, and it doesn't matter what Justin does, and it doesn't matter what anybody else does. I'm going to the games, so I don't care. Like that seemed to have like an attitude there that was strong. So where did you learn the visualization? Was that something that and what does that look like?
Dan definitely did mention it with me a lot, but I was just kind of, I've always listened to motivational videos or speeches on YouTube. I used to go to sleep with them on when I was like trying to qualify for the games in 2017 as a teenager. So I've always been big on them. And then I kind of just started listening to them more, because I kind of stopped a little bit, and I just mow the lawns and I put my headphones in and I just listen to motivational speeches. And then I came across a visualization one, or manifestation one, and I just listened to that over and over again. And I don't know, I just kind of love how people were saying how powerful manifesting is, and that if you can really see it and you can really believe something, that you can make it happen. And I was just kind of like, well, there's no point me just saying I hope I can make the CrossFit Games. So I really started to just tell myself, you're going back to the CrossFit Games. And because there was a little part in one of these videos that said, you'll sound delusional until you make it happen. So I kind of liked that. It was like, you're always going to sound stupid, and you'll make it happen one day, sort of thing. So just keep telling yourself. So the next thing will probably be like making or getting on the podium at the games, and telling myself like that sort of stuff. And it may not happen this year, but if I keep telling myself, I'll start to really believe it. And I don't know, it's just like you kind of see it so vividly that you know it's going to happen. In a way, it's hard to explain, because some people have no idea what it is. But
I'm all for it, man. It's so powerful, manifestation.
Yeah.
So it's excellent that you're doing that. So but did you so who for our viewers are you actually listening to from this manifestation perspective? Who's or do you not want to give that out to your competition?
No. It's just like a big it's like a 40-minute. There's a few of them. I just search up motivational speeches on YouTube, and I've got obviously ones that I've listened to, so I just keep clicking on the same one pretty much. But I've listened to a couple of other ones, like just working hard and all those sorts of ones. But it's just a bunch of athletes and motivational speakers just talking about manifesting and stuff like that. And they just all talk about it's a lot of UFC fighters as well. Just what's his name? John Jones is on there. Conor McGregor, he talks a lot about it. And there's a few others I can't really remember. A lot of basketball players, football players, and some soccer players and stuff like that. But it's just a big compilation of just athletes and motivational speakers.
I think a lot of the sports psychologists do it with golfers, visualizing visualizing their shots and visualizing their putts and things like that, because sometimes they just can't get the ball in the hole, and it's like this psychological barrier, and the visualization turns off their conscious brain, and then their unconscious brain just takes over. Like, and they used to teach us that when we were learning surgical procedures. Like,
Oh, really?
if you're doing a brain tumor or something, one of my mentors used to say, David, the night before surgery, just picture walking into theatre, what you're going to do exactly, like just create this vision in your mind to the point that you're opening the brain up and you're dissecting through the tissues and control bleeding, and you just think about every step of it, and then when you go in and do the operation, it's like, I've done this before, I've been here.
You've already done it.
It's pretty cool. So I think I didn't have to do it mowing the lawn though. So if you want to come over to my place and mow the lawn and put on your headphones, you're more than welcome. We've got quite a few acres for you to mow.
He's a professional athlete. He doesn't do that sort of stuff.
He did say that. He said when he was mowing the lawn. So maybe it's the mowing the lawn. Was it going uphill with a heavy lawnmower, getting bloody stronger hands?
No, it was a small lawn.
All right, so we can't blame the lawn. No, that's cool. Should we talk about last year at the Torian when you had to bail out with the chest pain? I'm sure a lot of our listeners will want to know about that, because that's kind of a little bit elusive and pretty scary for a lot of people and athletes, because every time I do a workout, I feel like my heart's going at 200 miles an hour. And at the end of every workout, like tonight, I'm just like lying on the ground, just looking at the ceiling. Shit, I hope it's okay. I hope this is good for me. I hope this is good for me. And like, you would have done so much high intensity training, like next level. It's all relative, of course, but like, what happened in 2025?
Well, I was kind of all over the show in terms of headspace. So that was something where I just didn't know what I was gonna do in the sport and if I wanted to keep going, and I didn't really have any direction, you could say. So that kind of maybe caused it in a way, just me not being myself. Going into touring, I didn't feel unfit or anything. I felt fine. I was probably just a little more stressed. I don't know why I was super stressed though, because it wasn't like it was going to be a super big job to qualify. Like, it wasn't harder than this year. Like, I had to pretty much just beat Pete and Isaac, which I definitely knew I could. But I was just worried that like maybe I won't make the games this year because you haven't been super on track with training and stuff like that. But I was still very fit. I was healthy enough. But when it came time for touring, about 2 weeks before, I got like a weird chest pain just cooking dinner. Okay. And I didn't really know what it was. I actually said to Mans when I was cooking dinner, I was like, I've got heartburn.
Oh, right.
And and I was like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just like got this chest pain because I've never had a heart problem ever. So you would never think
family history. Mum or dad didn't have any issues.
No, nothing. So I had that like, I think it was 2 weeks before. And then I had another one, maybe like a week before, just random. Just would have to sit down for a bit and just kind of catch my breath, just try and breathe.
Yep.
And then going into the pro, I felt fine. Oh no, I had same chest pain on the day, having breakfast, and I could not eat. I'm not a very good eater, but I could not eat that morning. Couldn't get anything down. Had to like walk around just to get like a little bowl of oats down. And then going into the first event, I was just like crazy nervous. like couldn't eat before it, and I was supposed to. I was talking to Hiko after, and he was saying, yeah, you were super nervous. Like, it's crazy how nervous you were for that event, because obviously he knows that I'm like a good athlete. And yeah, I was just, he was next to me when we were warming up, and I was just saying, yeah, I'm just real nervous for some reason. And we started the event and everything felt fine. I did my first cyclone squat. So it was, what was it? A 1K run, 10 muscle ups, 10 cyclone squats. So with a heavy 200-pound bag. I think it was 4 rounds of that. On the first round, that went fine. I think I was in like 3rd or 4th in the workout in like a good position. And then come the second round, the squats. Well, actually, the squats for the first round, they didn't feel great, but I was like, oh, so they're only on the squats for like 30 seconds. They're fine. I was more worried about the run. And then the second round, I came back in, and the squats really didn't feel so good. Like my legs just blew up with lactic, like really quickly. And I hadn't really done anything crazy to blow them up that much. And then I think it was round 3, I came back in. And this is when Hiko was actually passing me. Pete, I was just behind Pete. Pete had kind of taken off. I was just running my own race. And then Hiko was behind me and Ben Fowler. So I was like, don't let these guys catch me. Hiko ended up catching me, coming to the stadium. And then I did the muscle ups fine. Then walking over to the squat. So I really took my time to get to the bag. Picked up the bag, and I got no reps straight away because it just felt so heavy. I felt real like lethargic, and just my legs were real jelly. And
no chest pain.
Nah, nothing like that. Okay. I was just like shutting down almost, like when you kind of like, as an athlete on the competition floor, when it gets hard, you kind of just keep pushing through. Like this stuff kind of happens in training on bad days. So it shouldn't have happened out there. And then I just kind of could not squat the bag at all. I got no rep, dropped it, tried to pick it up. I couldn't even pick it up. And my legs were just smashed, like had no juice in my legs. And I just mucked around to get like 3 reps or something. Really took a lot of time to get like 3 done. Then I just picked it up, and I think I smashed out 7 to get them done. And then I went on the run. I was just dizzy, super dizzy.
Shit. Yeah, okay.
And just trying to act like I was okay, but I've seen some videos and I did not look okay. People were trying to pull me from the run, but I was like, no, I'm fine. And then I think I was running just really slow. Thought I was going to finish the run according to my watch, and then I got back and I got capped straight away. And I was like, what? I thought I had like 4 more minutes. So I was all over the place, and then I just ran off the floor. And then they took me to the medical room and just did ECGs and stuff, and that was about it pretty much for the workout anyway. But yeah.
And the ECG, they then there were some abnormalities on it, and you were just taken to hospital. Yeah, so they scanned me, I think twice in there. They were cooling me down with like ice packs and stuff. And then we had like a 3-hour break before the next event, which was a heavy clean ladder. So I kind of just mucked around at the venue, kind of like ate a bit, slept a bit. And then I went and warmed up for the next event, and I had to get another ECG. Okay. Got that scanned, and then I carried on warming up. And then they said, oh, yours has come back a bit weird or something like that. I can't remember what they said. We need to scan you again. So I was like, shit, like I'm going out in like 15 minutes. Yeah, like, so who's telling this to you? Who's telling you, who's giving you this information that, we got to do another ECG?
One of the ladies, her name was Tessa. She was like the main medical lady for touring in 2025.
Was she a doctor?
She's a heart specialist. So she was kind of like telling me, you've got to come back for this and looking after me.
Yep.
She's been looking after me for the past year. So she's been actually like really good. But yeah, she said, come back for another ECG. Then I was like, okay, got that done. Went back to the warm-up area, carried on warming up.
Yeah.
And then just before we got called, one of the other, I can't remember his name. I'm terrible with names. He's very important at the pro, came back into the room and said, oh, we need to have a word with you. And I was like, oh, okay, like, what is this about? And then they just took me to a room and basically said, your ECGs have come back different. This kind of indicates you've got some inflammation in your heart. And as soon as they said that, I was like, oh, they're not going to let me compete. And then they said, yeah, we're going to have to withdraw you from the Torium Pro. And I just kind of got upset and I was like, well, this kind of can't be happening, sort of thing. And then I just went back to the warm-up area and kind of said, oh, like, I've been pulled from the comp and I have to go to hospital now. So that was pretty much it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And you'd sort of felt a little bit better by then, like your heart, the dizziness had all come down, or
I felt better, but I had the chest pain, but I didn't know it was a heart problem.
You
when I was
wouldn't
warming
be
up.
thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had chest pain, and then on the way to the hospital, it really like flared up in the car, and I said, oh, I'm kind of glad they did pull me because I didn't know it was anything to do with my heart. And I was driving in the car with my dad, and I was like, I can really feel my chest pain again now, and it's worse.
Yep.
But then I was it kind of died down, and then I was just in hospital for a week getting tests and monitored and stuff.
Yes. The fittest person in the cardiac ward.
Yeah.
And did they have to put you, like, did they do angiograms, and did they have to put you on medication or blood thinners or anything like that?
They literally did blood thinners. I had a heart rate monitor on the whole time.
Holter monitor, So they didn't talk about putting stents in, like there was no blood vessels that were narrowed.
Yeah, they did talk about it. But I kind of was like, oh, I don't think I need that. When they started talking about heart stuff, I was like, no, I don't like the idea of that. But they did like all the tests pretty much just to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And they kind of found out that I had a anomalous. What do they call? I need to remember the name.
The coronary arteries. The coronary arteries.
Yeah, it's like
to a doctor, baby. He should be able to work it out. So
like my my artery or whatever, is it your pulmonary artery is how there's a right and left, and it all comes off one side.
The left main stem, the left main stem artery. And I think you said that it was called a non-STEMI myocardial infarct, non-STEMI, non-STEMI, which means it's not a full thickness. Like the heart wall is thick, and normally a heart attack goes the whole thickness of the heart muscle, and yours was partial thickness. So you did have a heart attack. It was a non-STEMI.
It's not a huge one or whatever.
But there's no. And then, are you still on the blood thinners now? Do you still have to stay on like aspirin or?
No, I was on that for 3 months after. And
just
then
aspirin.
I could, No, it was called
Plavix, clopidogrel.
Started with C. Chloroform.
Clopidogrel is one common one. It's like an anti-platelet.
I can't remember.
But you're not. You don't need to take it. You don't need to. You don't need to take it now. And they said you could like go back to this sort of training. Did they know what CrossFit was? Did the cardiologists know what CrossFit was?
They kind of had an idea. I got put on to a sports cardiologist in Melbourne, and then he had a chat with me, and this was all through Tessa, so I wouldn't have known what to do without her. But she put me on with I think his name was Andre from Melbourne. He worked with some Olympians and stuff. So I kind of like trusted him, and he
Yep.
knew what he was talking about. And he kind of said, yeah, just you can keep training. This was after the 3 months. You can keep training, just monitor it, and just don't do anything silly, and just build back in, and then we'll check in again. And then later on, we had another call, and he said, yeah, everything should be fine. You're like free to just carry on.
That's normal. Cool.
Yeah.
And so have you had any kind of feelings, repeats afterwards? Like
I had one after last like 2 weeks of the Open, but I thought something was up. I remember my dad came and watched me, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel very good. I just felt very unfit, and I was just hitting a wall, and then I could just not push past it. And I was like, yeah, this feels very similar to how I felt in that event one, but I never had any chest pain or anything. So I had that, and then I got checked up, and my levels, what is it, enzyme? My troponin levels were like really high, so I had to tone it back a bit for training. Get blood tests, and I got a what is it? What is the test called when you go on the treadmill and they
the stress echo.
Stress test. Yeah, I got a stress test, and then MRIs and stuff, and they said everything was fine, but they didn't know why my levels went up. My troponin levels went up, which was weird. But I definitely felt very bad in workouts because
this is 2 weeks ago. Your troponin levels went up.
No,
in the open, in the beginning.
Yeah.
Did you tell Andre this, the guy in Melbourne?
Yeah.
And he's a cardiologist. You sure he's a cardiologist?
Yeah.
Not just a sports doctor. There's lots of sports doctors like musculoskeletal.
No. He's like a cardiologist. Yeah.
Sports cardiologist.
Okay. Yeah. So I had all this stuff going on, and I didn't know if I was like, oh no, like hopefully all this isn't coming back, and I have to take another month off and stuff, because I had quarterfinals a week later after the Open.
Yeah. So
I was a bit like, am I even gonna continue competing this year?
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Tessa and stuff, and my levels are coming down. I was getting blood tests every day, and everything kind of felt fine. I just took it easy leading into quarterfinals, and then I felt fine. But I really knew I was feeling shit because I did a workout, hit the wall, and was like, I don't feel good. I got tested the next day before I did a workout at like 70% just to see how I would handle it. I really toned it back, and I still just burnt out. I just still cooked myself, and I was like, yeah, okay, there's definitely something wrong. And that's when I got tested. But nothing really came about it. It just, my levels were up, and they were saying that it could have been something with like mild rhabdo or something. I was like, oh, I don't know, because I didn't really do anything crazy.
So what's the underlying cause to this, Bayley? Like, is there a defect in your heart for this to occur? Like, it doesn't seem like with all this description that you've given, like this was the cause. This is why it was.
They think it was maybe could be because my heart's, one of my arteries goes past a blood vessel. I don't know.
Sometimes the blood vessels can have a little bit of a kink in it, like an anatomical variation. Normally blood vessels have a nice smooth curve, but like if you garden hose, it gets a kink in it when you're pulling it around a bloody post or something, and it gets a kink, and you got to walk back there and unkink it. So sometimes there's an anatomical variation of the blood vessel, and it's just got a sharp bend, and that can predispose you to poor blood flow if you're doing really high intensity stuff, right? Is the cardiologist's name Andre Legurch, something like that, in Melbourne? St. Vincent's?
Probably. Yeah.
Professor Andre Legurch. Okay. ask him whether you should still be on aspirin. Like,
Oh yeah.
just ask him, because like you shouldn't be
Yeah.
getting elevated.
You're going to get free medical advice, Bailey.
You shouldn't be getting elevated. You shouldn't be getting elevated troponin. No one should be getting elevated troponin. That's a sign of cardiac muscle ischemia. So you shouldn't get that. Just give him a call. Just say you had a chat with a doctor on the podcast, and
they'll be like, what the hell?
No. I just tell you, he can look me up. And I'd be concerned. I wouldn't want you having high troponin when you're training, and not having like the blood flow smoothly through the little kinky blood vessel. But have a chat with him, Andre Le Gurk, and maybe hopefully show him some of your videos of King Arthur 2.0, and say this is the stuff that we do every day. Holy shit!
You killed it. You killed it in that workout, man. Like you absolutely.
Okay, let's change direction and talk about that. What was your favorite workout at Torian? Like, which one did you just like completely just froth over?
The one you won, hopefully.
Yeah, that was weird though, because I won it and it was like, all right, now I've got to get ready for the next one. And then the next one, I think I came like 5th or 6th or something. And then after they interviewed Ricky and Jay, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I won this event prior, and Jay won the next one, and they interviewed Jay and Ricky. I was like, this doesn't even make any sense. So it wasn't really like a super cool event win, but it was definitely helped me out in points. So it was pretty cool for me. But I would say King Arthur was definitely the best, just because I'd done it before, and it was kind of like Sundays where you kind of like make your mark in the leaderboard sort of thing, like, and that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go in to the last workout being like, oh, I have to do this, and I wanted to be like, right, you seal the deal now and don't let him like think that he has a chance. So that was quite cool, and I just ran my own race and kind of just let Jay go. Didn't really have to worry about him because he kind of went off on the second half of it, and I was just kind of in the middle of Jay, and then Ricky and Justin was just kind of like in a safe place where I just could kind of chill and just focus on finishing the workout. I wasn't really stressed about anything, so I kind of like did all the work at the start or in the middle more so, got ahead, and then I was just kind of chilling and just knowing that I was like, okay, where's Justin? Is Ricky going to beat him, sort of thing? And then Riley ended up beating him as well.
That was so awesome. That he was right next to us, like on that lane. And when he started, like, everybody was screaming at him to go fast on the burpees and over the wall, and he just put it into next gear. And then it was like, and then I think he was like 2 or 3 reps behind Justin when he picked up for the overhead squat, and then he just went boom, 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 and he had no reps in that too, and still.
Yeah, I know. I was watching him.
I was like, oh my god! I said to Dave, I said he's just helped you get the ticket to the games with
more points,
finish.
more separation. So, what was the wall like? The burpee wall, frog wall. How was that? Was that a big barrier, or was that something?
Nah, it was actually really nice. It was really easy.
Right.
Coming back,
it looked good. Yeah, from a spectator's point of view, it looks like holy shit. This is amazing.
Coming back after the cleans, I was like, you just have to get these thrusters out of the way, and then you can kind of rest on the wall. So it was actually really nice.
Okay.
I love how fit these guys are that they can say rest on the
wall. And so was King Arthur, first and second one, like, are they next level challenging workouts for you guys? Is that something that you would sort of think this is really pushing me, trying to keep up at this pace with these movements?
No, I like those workouts where you can kind of analyze your competition, and you don't have to just execute everything perfectly to try and keep your position. Like you can really pace it in a way where you don't have to win or stay with someone. You can kind of let people go, and then you can catch up on the way back if people don't pace it properly. I really like those workouts, so that's kind of why I liked King Arthur and why I probably did well, because you can really sink your teeth into the workout and just pace it. And it's not just about how fit you are, it's also about how smart you are and planning and just being consistent with all your movements.
And so did you execute the plan that you wanted for that workout? Like, was that exactly, or did you find that you were like changing the plan as you went along, like in terms of, how many sets you were going to do for the thrusters, what were you going to do for the overhead squats, all that sort of thing?
I did one less set on the thrusters coming back, just to pull ahead a little bit more, just so no one got any thoughts about they can catch me. But everything went to plan. I kind of just wanted to really chill on the way down and then get through the first set of muscle ups, and then 2 sets for the handstand push-ups. I seen everyone kind of did 3, so I caught up a little bit there where I didn't expect to. And then as soon as I got off the wall for the handstand push-ups, I really turned it on, just jumped straight up for the muscle ups, and then kind of just brought it home through the cleans and thrusters, and then that was basically it. But that's pretty much what was planned, because obviously I did it in 2022, and that's what I did. And I got second again then, because they all went out so hot, and I really chilled on the first part or the first half, and then came back and then passed them all. So yeah,
maybe Justin didn't pace it right, not having sort of experienced that type of workout back in 2022. He just looked a little bit demoralized when you could see, because the choreography was so good, and it wasn't like a super fast paced workout. You could just see people just creeping ahead of you, and he was like, I can't keep up. I just can't keep this pace. And he just looked a little bit broken.
Like
he looked undone. He looked a bit undone.
Like he was saying, I watched a little bit of his, I think it was his recent video or his other one, and he said he just didn't feel very good, which I understand. Like when you don't feel that good, and then you see the guy that you have to beat, it could mess with your head. You're like, like I don't really have enough in the tank to try and catch him, and like what am I supposed to do? Like there's nothing I can do. Like it definitely would play on your mind, and you're in his hometown, and the crowd is just loving it that you're beating him. So he would have definitely been like, oh fuck.
But you even look at like the results though. I was reading something, and they showed that like Riley, if it wasn't for the first event, which was the run, he beat Justin. Like he had Justin on toast if it wasn't for the run, right? So he'd beaten him on all of the floor activities essentially. So it's kind of like, well, I just felt like Justin wasn't as prepared as he should have been. Like he needed to be. You needed to peak in Torian, I think, to be able to get through, because it's just such a high caliber athletes there now. So you can't take it for granted in any way.
Yeah, because I seen some of his posts and stuff and his training, and then when he came to touring, like he didn't look super like, oh shit, like this is gonna be a tough battle. I knew that he was very smart with how he works out. Like he's very smart, and he thinks what he's gonna do before. So like I don't think Can you guys still hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't think he was going to make any crazy mistakes at touring, but he definitely didn't look deadly, you could say. So I don't know, like I wasn't going to look at him.
Do you notice that? Do you notice, that guy's looking absolutely cut. He's looking big. He's looking amazing. Like, can you see that in say Ricky or Jay? the boys, like, do you see them their fitness outwardly?
A little bit.
'Cause-
Sometimes you try not to think like that. Just definitely in competition, but because I've seen him before, he just, I don't know, he's a real like nice dude. So he didn't come across very like intimidating or anything, but he just didn't look like he means business, you could say. I don't know,
maybe
like
hungry,
Yeah.
and like
that's probably the word. Yeah, he didn't look like
killer instinct, killer instinct. You know, like the boxers do. You know, they have the press conference, and even in the press conference, they're like punching each other. When they do the title fights and things like that. But did you get to hang out and talk much after each event in the back and things like that? Like behind the scenes?
I was talking to him quite a bit, even in the corrals and stuff, giving him shit because I kind of I like talking shit in person, like in competitions. Like I really love it, so it's quite natural for me to just talk shit in the corrals and in the warm up area. And I was really I don't know if I was getting in his head or anything, but I was really talking about him and like even him and Ricky in 22 and stuff like that. And it was good fun. He took it well.
It did? Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he got it from his crew, his Boys Interrupted crew afterwards, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
so
he gets
pretty harsh.
Yeah, he gets grilled on the show.
And so what do you think of the online, the last chance for these guys? You've obviously studied these workouts pretty. Is Marnie doing them, or is Riley doing them?
Riley's doing them. Marn's she's not doing them.
Okay.
She's like nah. I'm sorry. Looking at these workouts.
Are you glad that you're not having to do them, or?
Yeah, I honestly online stuff I do not like it. In person, I would rather do another Torian Pro or rather go to another semi-final than do these.
Mm-hmm. And is that exactly because it's very dicey? 1 second difference, 1 rep difference can make a huge displacement on the leaderboard, as opposed to in the in-person comps.
Yes, and in the gym, I don't know. It's just the whole online thing. It's just you doing a workout by yourself. Mm-hmm. Everyone's like watching, and you got all these cameras, and you have to film everything.
Yep.
It's not very natural. I would say.
And you don't know whether you've done. You don't know. It's all shadowed, right? You don't know whether that 5 seconds difference, you think you've done great, and someone's just done 2 seconds better than you.
Yeah.
And that's like, holy mackerel! I didn't realize.
So is Riley geared up for it? He's got a good chance, I reckon.
I think he's got a good chance. He's like me too. Like he doesn't like online, but we'll see how he goes. I think he'll be thinking a bit like me, like, oh, I've got to do these. Like, do I really have to do them? But I think he should do good. These workouts are they're more in his wheelhouse than not.
There's no sometimes running. There's no big runs to do, so that's good.
Yeah. So, sometimes they can really be brutal for like his him. So they're like the snatch one. I think the rope climb one is all right from maybe the wall ball one, but I think that would be bad for everyone. That looks pretty gross.
30-pound wall ball, 10 foot for the girls and boys. The girls 10 foot as well.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Ben Smith did this one this morning, and he posted it. He's got, I think he was like 457 or something like that. Sub 5.
Oh really? Wow.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he touch and go the snatches,
102 kilos. And so sub 5. So it's cool that he's putting that out there so early for people to sort of benchmark a little bit, at least.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Riley would do well at that one.
Yep. Will he put his videos up? Like, it's kind of like such a cool competition, such a high caliber of athletes. You got Medeiros, Colton, Kofsky, Bill Leahy, Hiko, Ibarra, Riley, all these amazing, and we don't get to see it. It's like it's such a great semi-final event, and no one's going to get to watch anything.
Yeah. I think he'll definitely put them up after. But yeah. But I don't know. No, I don't think for this you wouldn't put anything up really. You might post a story or a little snippet.
Yeah.
Which is also like quite cool to see as well. But I don't know. I reckon they should have done it like how they used to do quarterfinals, where you had to submit half your scores halfway through the weekend.
That's cool. Yeah.
That was cool.
So you get to see where you are.
And then people can also see and they follow it more because they're like, oh wow, like Riley's in a qualifying spot right now. You know, they can look at that, or you just don't know for the whole weekend, and then you kind of get a post saying, oh, this is the unofficial leaderboard, and you're like, oh look, this person made it.
What about even like after each, like little 5 time windows where, okay, you've got this hour's time for the first one. You could do more if you want to, but like you've got to submit one workout by this time, and then the second workout has to be submitted by this time. And then we can actually follow. Everyone can follow like you would at an in-person competition.
Yeah.
And it would be see. I don't know. It's such a wasted opportunity almost.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to do it like that, but it's also just you have to make it work for everyone. So then that's why they can't do it. But I still think they should bring back the halfway point. That was cool.
Sure, yeah. Because they're international. That could be in bloody Timbuktu, and then
it works well for us, like in Americas. But there's also like the other countries that just it's a real awkward time for them. So it's obviously an advantage to regions like ours and like America and stuff.
Yeah. No, the logistics would be cool if the logistics can be sorted.
Well, Bayley, we know you only wanted for an hour, so we're kind of we're at the hour. But can we ask a couple of quick questions?
Yeah,
and then we'll let you go so you can focus.
Bedtime? What time's bedtime for an elite athlete?
Like 8:30.
Oh my God! I haven't been to bed at 8:30 since I was in grade 5.
Yeah. It'll probably be like more so
an elite
9.
athlete, Dave.
Yeah, I try and make my way to bed, you could say, and then I try and get in bed.
It's so important. It's so important. That's when all the growth hormones released, right? You release more growth hormone when you're sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go to bed now and
I say just quickly. They say, when are you flying out to San Jose?
Well, I fly out to go train at Proven in Nashville on the 22nd. So that's on like
June.
12 days. Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right. So lots of time to acclimatize, time to jet lagged, recovered. Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. So it's like I get pretty much a month of training before the games.
Okay.
So because I kind of want to like not ramp up, but like get the groove of things now in these next like 2 weeks, and then when I get over there, I really like knuckle down sort of thing. I was kind of going over like 3, even I think it was even 2 weeks before. I think it was 3 weeks. And it was just a weird time because you'd start stressing like, oh man, like I'm jet lagged and I haven't trained well for like the last week or 4 days.
Yeah.
And I've got to get like a good 2 weeks in, because in the last week is you getting like prepared for the game, so you're not training a lot. Yeah. So a month is like a good time. It seems like a long time, but when you're training, it goes by really quick.
Yeah. It's that confidence again, isn't it? Like building that confidence in the mind that you prepared as optimally as possible.
Yeah, because you can't really get that much better. In a way, you can touch on things and you can get better, but it's more so just getting your confidence up. So when you go into the competition, you're not worried about anything. If something pops up, you're like, okay, I'm ready to nail this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or 20 events in 20 years, hey? That's what you're going to be doing.
See that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
So cool. And Castro's just been dropping so many hints that this games is going to be so cool. It's going to be the best thing ever. If you're ever going to go to the games, you've got to fly out to San Jose this year if ever you do it. So I'll be there. I was hoping you'd be on my aeroplane. We're going. I think we're flying out like mid-July, and we'll be there for about 2 weeks. So we'll be in the crowd, mate. I'll track you down.
We'll see you there, maybe, eh?
Get you to sign my CrossFit Games 20th anniversary T-shirt.
Yeah.
That'll be fantastic. And the stadium, the SAP Centre. Do you know how big that is? That is
looks too big.
That's like 3 times the size of Pat Rafter. It's got like 20 to 30. Yeah, it's like 30,000 people compared to Rafter. Nuts. Pat Rafter's
I feel like it's too big for a CrossFit event because they had the tennis stadium in Carson and that was really good. And then Torian is such a good size. Like obviously you can't fit as many people in.
Yep.
But you really feel
you were at Madison. Did you go to Madison? The Alliant Energy Center?
Madison was cool, yeah.
Yeah, so SAP is a bit bigger than that. So how great!
They better sell a lot of tickets.
It's going to be the Coliseum. It's just going to be an absolute roar when that starts. I can't wait. It's going to be the highlight of my year.
You're gonna crunch it, Bayley. So get some of those manifesting videos.
Mm-hmm.
Watch those manifesting videos, and want to see you on the podium, mate. Because you deserve to be there. Such an awesome story. Your comeback is so awesome. So it's really exciting. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. So it's awesome.
I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. Thanks so much for coming on the show. We'll publish this video not this Wednesday, next Wednesday night, and we'll do a promo for the show, and we'll do some Instagram shorts as well. If you can get a chance to share it, it'd be awesome because obviously
I'll definitely share it.
You're way more important than what we are, Bayley. So if you can get eyes on us, we'll be happy about that.
One of my goals is to professionalize the sport so that when you guys win an event like the Torian Pro, you're picking up some bloody decent prize money, 30,000, 50,000, not bloody 5,000, 10,000. It's the toughest sport on the planet, and as professional athletes, it's crazy that you guys aren't getting some amazing prize checks. And we can only do that through professionalizing the sport, and we can only professionalize the sport by more people seeing the media, which is what what we're trying to do.
And we need good media. There's a lot of bad media on CrossFit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there's a lot of infighting. So awesome, Bayley.
Thank you so much.
Get some sleep. See you at the games.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye now. Bye.
See you later.
Whew. Great chat with a great champion.
What an awesome guy. Every CrossFitter is just an awesome person, aren't they? It just breeds awesome people.
That's it. That's another fantastic reason to become a CrossFitter.
100%. So
look up, if you're watching, Google CrossFit boxes near me. Okay, I can almost promise you there'll be one within 15 to 20 minutes. And just knock on their door and say, I want to do an intro class, please. I'm a swimmer, I'm a cyclist, I'm a runner. And go and do your intro classes, give it 1 month, and you will never look back. It doesn't mean you have to stop swimming and cycling and running, but your swimming and cycling and running and surfing and whatever it is that you like doing will get better.
100%.
Isn't it? Absolutely.
100%. So you get to go and watch all this in San Jose.
Why don't you
How cool
come
is
along,
that?
mate? Come along. Why don't you buy the tickets, man? The tickets are still available.
So Lana, I just decided to spend,
I didn't buy the tickets, so I just Joe just said we're going.
That's exciting.
I said, okay.
You went, all right, no worries.
That's kind of our big indulgence for the year. And we didn't go on a holiday. We didn't go on an overseas holiday for 5 or 6 years straight. during the COVID craziness.
Yeah.
Normally we'd like go on a family holiday, annual family holiday, and we didn't go for all of that crazy madness from 2020 onwards until just last year was our first one. So it's cool. All right, mate. Anything else to add to the show?
No, I'm excited to see how they go. How he goes in the
I'm not sure. We did have 2 athletes at Neuro qualify for the semi-finals too, the Indies. No, 3. Correct me. 3.
You had 3, yeah.
But we've got a couple of injuries in those, and then our female athlete, I'm trying to convince her to do it. I'm trying to. So that we can video. I'm trying to. I sort of almost may have got through to her today, but she's got a couple of other things going on this weekend.
We've had her on as a guest, Dave. She's been a guest for us.
We've had her on as a guest, and she said maybe on Friday and maybe on Monday morning or Tuesday morning or something like that, or Sunday afternoon, she could do it. But I was hoping that we could get some video footage and put that on the channel as well.
That would be cool.
And there's not many opportunities that you get to benchmark yourself in a comp with the best in the world.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you should be selling it to them, because I think a lot of people might be looking at it from the perspective, I'm not going to qualify, so there's no there's no real point.
I know. People talk about the costs, right? The cost, the $50 US or whatever it is, but it's what do you expect? Like, it's not, number one, it's not a massive cost, and CrossFit's a business. It's a business. It needs to make money. We all do it. We all gain benefit from it. Nothing should be for free. There's no free lunch.
Is there a prize for the online semi?
There probably would be. There's been a prize for the Open, the quarterfinals. Every winner gets a prize. But I mean, anyway, I think the $50 thing is a bit of a cop-out. Like, come on, CrossFit gives you so much back. It's an organization that also needs to make money too. Nothing's for free. And
Yeah. I like Bailey's idea though of having a checkpoint halfway through or something. I think that would be good to kind of like having windows to do the to do the workouts.
What was one person's? Someone suggested something else too, where just before the end of the deadline for submissions, you had to upload like 4 of your videos or something to CrossFit, and then CrossFit could make like a
kaleidoscope.
Like the top 10 athletes could be put into like a video, heat 1, heat 2 type of thing. You'd have to do it, but it could be done with some video, with some good formatting, and you could create the side-by-side shows.
Well, you could put like 5-6 athletes on one kind of tab, and then you can watch them compete against each other. Supposedly,
exactly. You just sync up the time. You sync up the times, and then that'd be such a cool video. Like you get so many people tuning in to watch that. And also those videos get released before the final event, and then the next day the leaderboard comes out and you can see who won.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So that would be cool. Some ideas. So.
All right. I hope CrossFit's listening. Maybe CrossFit's listening.
I hope it's burger time, Dave.
Okay, mate. See you later.
See ya.